So the big question to ask ourselves is, should Toyota, Nissan and Honda start getting their acts together? Because right now, Mazda has just released a very interesting SUV and it looks very, very premium for what its price suggests. In fact, it looks far more desirable than what Japanese competitors have been offering. And for the longest time I've known Mazda, they've had a dormant reputation. They were around, but they just never saw the same level of popularity compared to the Japanese competitors I've just mentioned. But now something has changed. They've released a very desirable crossover SUV, the Mazda CX-60. Now, it looks very promising at first glance. In fact, it had me thinking it was meant to compete in the premium segment. This Mazda CX-60 costs 66,000 euros. Is it good value for money or not? We're gonna find out right now. Over here is a hybrid petrol engine that produces 240 kilowatts. Now, I just want to take a moment to look at the presentation of this engine right here. Looks very organized, very premium. I just like, look at this. You get this exposed metal right there. And then you also get hydraulics for your bonnet. How premium is that? When it comes to the front design of the Mazda CX-60, I absolutely love the presentation. So they've gone down the route of simplicity for the headlights, and the grille looks very proud. So, and then you see the connection between the headlights and the grille. You get a 360-degree parking camera. You get parking sensors at the front and at the rear. Blind spot monitoring as well. Now, the front doors get keyless entry. That's great, but I just noticed a little problem. Every time you open the doors of this Mazda CX-60, there's a lot of sound from the door, especially the handle. Listen to this. It's loud. Like, you see even the driver's door. Looking at the Mazda CX-60 from this angle, it looks like a grown-up version of the Mazda 3. And then also for the rear, it looks as if they were aiming for a continuous rear light design, but thank goodness they didn't employ the continuous rear light design because that would look weird. These exhausts are fake. Then I wonder, it looks as if someone just paid so much attention to the front and to the rear, but neglected the side completely. It looks too simple for what this Mazda CX-60 really is. Yeah. See, look at it, it's so plain right here. Now it is time to check out the interior of the Mazda CX-60. Alrighty, so, very interesting design. I really like the interior, it looks quite impressive. So I'm looking forward to checking out the cup holder first, because I like the presentation of this whole area. It looks very premium, but the looks is great, but the quality is something different. It's all hard plastic over here, despite how stylish it is. Two cup holders that can hold my cup properly. That's excellent. I already like this. Now for the rest, it looks like Mazda has gone on the route of being more premium. It looks exactly like other Mazda models. Just one big problem I've noticed is that compared to competitors of today, the infotainment system is a bit on the simple side. It's too horizontal. But then to be fair, Hyundai and Kia have gone down a similar route in this regard. And then you get this bit of trim, which is leather and squidgy, beautiful, but it kind of gets in the way. It's like, you see, because on a bright day, this will shine a bit. The leather right here brightens up a bit. And so therefore it gets in the way of me seeing whatever goes on in the infotainment system. But it's not a big deal. You get electric steering adjustment. The steering adjustments are, they're also electric. That's good. Just something I have to get used to, but it's good. Holding onto the steering wheel is pleasant. It has the feel. It's a bit on the firm side. Leather wrapped. And I like the presentation. Easy to use. Now the controls over here are mostly dedicated to your climate control. Excellent. I'm very impressed right here. It's very easy to use. And you even get heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel. It's wonderful. And then you even get a 12-volt socket down there with a little storage space. And I believe this would be for wireless telephone recharge. And if not, it is still good. And you even get the driving mode over here. I'm very impressed with how organized everything is. And for some reason, your seating memory is all the way here next to the boot door. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's wonderful. Yeah. And then you get this beautiful swivel wheel to control the infotainment system. So you don't have to stretch out to reach the infotainment system. Do it from the swivel wheel. That's very premium. But it is all plastic over here. They could do with a bit of trim, but it's not a big deal. It's just something I thought I'd point out. The leather over here is great, but then for some reason onto the driver door, there is some leather. And then for the rest, it's all a bit firm, I'd say. Like, you see, this area is squidgy, but then this area is completely firm. I have no idea what's going on over here. And then the presentation of the window buttons and the mirror controls, excellent, looks great. And also we have to check out the central console storage. The central console storage is, it looks big from the top, but then when you open it, you see how shallow it is. Oh, come on. And then you get 2 charging ports in there. I was expecting the central console to be bigger. Oh well, I like how premium oriented it is though. It feels good. But I'm still thinking the practicality could have been better. The door bin is wonderful. It's, I'd say it's average for its price and segment, although there's some competitors that offer longer door bins. Oh, you even get glasses holder. That's excellent. This is what I was dying for. And then you even get a panoramic sunroof. Now it is time to check out the back seat of the Mazda CX-60. So one thing I have to say is that, first of all, the space is good. My feet has a lot of room. My knee room is good, but I feel like my shins are making contact with the driver's seat a little bit, but that can depend on the seating adjustment of the driver and the front passenger. Now, headroom, there's no doubt about it. Being a crossover SUV, there should be a lot of headroom. Headrest is on the firm side a bit. That's all. That's good. That's fine. For the rest, it is interesting. Now, there's a little problem. There's an armrest right here, but there's no strap or anything for me to pull. So I have to use a bit of force, but then it's fine. It falls down easily. 2 cup holders of fixed size. And now for the rest, I feel like the comfort of this backseat bench is like a sofa. It's really good. 2 air vents right here, heated back seats, 220 volt socket. Wow, that's very American. And then you get 2 charging ports. Pretty decent. And backseat pockets as well. And the door bin is average for its price and segment. Nothing to complain about. Now it is time to check out the boot space of the Mazda CX-60. First, I want to start by talking about the boot lip of the Mazda CX-60. You get the hard plastic right here, which is good, but unfortunately the body paint sticks out very proudly. So in long terms, you have to be very careful with it. And underneath this floor, you get your repair kit. It's not an adjustable floor, but really you don't need an adjustable floor all the time. Now, thanks to the design of this Mazda CX-60, compared to certain competitors like the Skoda Kodiaq, you see the volume here above is less. It doesn't have this boxy shape like the other crossover SUVs. You get the latches here to fold down the rear seats. Let's see if they work. Wow, they get the job done very fast. You get this net right here for extra storage space right here. You get a 225 volt socket and wow, lots of details right here. And you even get a 12 volt socket on the other side. So when it comes to practicality solutions, it's very, very, very organized. I'm really impressed actually. Seriously, guys, I think Mazda has done a brilliant job. They're going places. So here's my conclusion of the Mazda CX-60. For a price of 66,000 euros, I think this Mazda CX-60 is great value for money. It's not perfect, but it is just one of the best value for money crossover SUVs you can find. It is reliable, it has the all-wheel drive transmission, which means also the equipment list is plentiful. It was very surprising for me. I was very impressed with the practicality solution towards the rear. At the front, the practicality solutions were a bit questionable. And then also something about the exterior design is of selective taste. I really can't get over how bland the side is, but otherwise the front and the premium, the front and the back, they've seen a premium touch. But then on the other hand, it should be noted that there are certain competitors that have more advantages. Like for instance, the Volkswagen Group crossover SUVs, they have better practicality solutions. They have more space in them and they have a longer reputation in the EU market. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. I will see you all next time.